Yes, I am.
Great. Now, for those of you who don't know Eseza, she's a doctor. She's a very successful near-life distributor and leader, and she adds so much value to our community around the country, specifically in the Durban area. And she has so much knowledge on toxins in the home and how our home care products are the solution. I don't know how you're going to condense this into 7 minutes, but go for it, Eseza. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, I'll start by saying, taking a few tips from all the other presentations and start with my story. When we were shown this opportunity, the first thing that grabbed my attention was, surprisingly, the cleaning product, because I was at that stage really frustrated with the stuff that we were buying from the shops. So yeah, as soon as I saw those cleaning products, I knew that I was in the right place, and I replaced everything, absolutely everything, one time in my home. And just to say that what Val has just said, you can't duplicate what you complicate. I'll try and keep it very, very simple by saying that it made sense to me at that stage that if I could remove toxins from my immediate environment, I would greatly impact the health of my family, because despite Eddie and I both being medical doctors, I was trying my level best to keep us and the children away from doctors, as far away from doctors. So there's so many toxins that have been added to our everyday products that we use. And we're talking about detergents, personal care, day-to-day things like even the furniture we sit on. I was horrified recently to learn that they actively spray stuff on them to stop dirt, and all those can be quite hormone disrupting. And obviously the food, and then the air we're breathing. So all those contain potential toxins that act by in the small doses that can accumulate, and they can have hormone disrupting effects. Now, what are hormones? Hormones essentially are the biochemical compounds in our bodies that keep us alive, right? And I like to think of them as dominoes. In other words, if you disrupt one hormone, you're more than likely going to disrupt a lot of other hormones. And think of one hormone called insulin. That governs the way our food is utilized and turned into energy. And if you disrupt insulin, or you disrupt thyroid hormones govern every cell's energy utilization and production, then that actually explains why we are seeing a rise in a lot of disease processes. So one question that I like to ask, and this is in line with what somebody mentioned, raising curiosity. How many of you are alarmed at the rise in obesity? And most people's hands go up. And of course, the next question is, do you know that with obesity come diabetes, high blood pressure, depression, arthritis? And most people agree with you. And then the medical model is that, okay, we'll treat the symptoms, right? Yes. But then in raising curiosity, I've often asked at presentations, did you know that the washing powder you are using could be the reason that you're battling with the overweight problem? And the first time I asked that question in Durban, I loved the response. Everybody went, huh? And that is sort of like the standard reaction. What? What are you talking about? But in washing powder, the ordinary one, the hormone disrupting chemicals called phthalates. Phthalates, it begins with a P. And those can mimic estrogens. And estrogen is known to be a hormone that actually causes tissue to grow. So when tissues grow, that will include inflammation, that will include obesity, that can include cancers, it can include benign tumors like fibroids. And I know a lot of women have often wondered, why are they getting fibroids, or why is fibroids so much? Now, the other aspect of hormone disruption that we need to take cognizance of are things like infertility. Yeah. The male sperm count over the last 40 to 50 years has been steadily dropping. And if we carry on like that, the human race is in danger of actually fizzling out, which is not a good thing. So the other one that I'm concerned about, what we call persistent organic pollutants that can be found in a lot of the day-to-day chemicals and the air we breathe and the plastics that are in the environment. And those have been known to be very difficult to break down, and exposure to them has been linked to childhood obesity. Now, if we have persistent organic pollutants in our detergents, personal care, in the carpets and clothing that our children are wearing, in the cans and the food additives, and all those things that we use on a daily basis that are purchased elsewhere and not in Neolife, then that might actually explain why we are seeing our children also battling the bulge, just becoming obese, because it has been shown that the cord blood of a newborn child has, in some instances, a lot of toxins. Now, how did they get there if not from the mother? So these are situations that are being passed on from parents to their children. And now Neolife has the answer. We are all Neolife distributors. And at the beginning, when I first saw this, I said, if I can only share with everybody around me. And you see, sharing a cleaning product or a skincare product is much easier than telling somebody that you need a nutrition supplement. That's my opinion. I don't know how everybody else feels. But really, to show a cleaning product, it is very effective. Sharing LDC and Super 10 gets results immediately. And I believe that's how come with Maggie on Tuesday when we did a house presentation, they were just so impressed with the cleaning products that they were ready to get started. So my plea is this, that let us go flat out on the cleaning and the personal care product. They might not carry as much in the form of PV as the Trianen and the Omega and the shakes. But the bottom line is that if people are using only nutritional and not the home care and the skin care, then I would like to put it to you that you are wasting quite a bit of money, because you are still inviting toxins into the home and yet trying to take the nutritionals to battle the effect of those toxins. So that is closing the loop on that one, that start by detoxing your home and your environment, and then the nutritionals will do the cellular detox and nutrition that they're supposed to do. I think my time is up. Thank you.
Eseza, thank you so much. Well done. 7 minutes. Awesome. I hope that was of value to you guys. Thank you very much, Eseza. And the beautiful thing is,